So, what's up, guys? It's me, the True Syrian Dragon here. And, well, I just got back from seeing the new Godzilla movie, as you could probably guess from the title. And this boy right here. And as for my thoughts on the movie, I liked it, actually. It was definitely better than the last one. It's really good for old school Godzilla fans. I bet it's going to be a lot like Venom, where critics might hate it, but audiences will like it. Personally, I really liked it. I did. I almost loved it, but it had issues. It is far from perfect, and it is not getting Best Picture award anytime soon. Basically, by the way, this is a spoiler-filled review, so you have been warned. To start off, I really like how they gave Big G right here a lot more screen time. It definitely suits him. If the film is named after a certain character, he needs to have a good amount of screen time. Ain't that right? Yeah. I also really liked how they made him feel a lot more like a god in this movie, and they explored a bit more mystical elements. And they definitely highlighted his rivalry with Ghidorah here. Give me a second. Alright, where's the big boy? There's the big boy. His rivalry with this guy right here, he didn't look like this in the movie, don't worry. Alright, yeah. These two definitely had the biggest rivalry in this whole movie. Get up, you idiot. Honestly, this movie is really chaotic. Let's just say. But I like chaotic things, first of all. But there were a lot of things that were either hit or miss. I didn't feel like the human characters were good, but I did like the performances that they got. Great actors, by the way. Although I do have some questions, like why they decide to make these monsters feel so sentient in a way. And also, give me a second. I was also a bit mixed on the design for Mothra in this movie. Well, basically, it looked alright. But if you took away the wings, it would look like a mantis. No, it would look like if a bee and a mantis had a thing, that works. And it's not like this old design where this feels like an angelic moth, goddess butterfly, you know what I mean? The one in the movie looks really weird. I mean, it's a cool design, but it doesn't fit her in any way. Well, it fits her, kind of. But I really like that with all the designs. They felt new, yet familiar. It's better than in Shin Godzilla, where they gave him the googly eyes. I'd advise maybe giving it a shot, A lot of the human characters are likable to an extent, and a lot of them are not very likable. Basically, they're really likable in some bits, but not likable in other bits. And it's also a bit predictable. Like, in one bit, Emma, the mother in the movie, they made her the villain at one point, and it's supposed to be a big surprise. And it was. Except it was also really a bad surprise. I don't. It felt cliche and like it's just for Andrew. It was just no. Just stop, woman. Just stop. I mean, yeah, stay put. I mean, I did like how they tried to redeem her at least, but yeah. Hit a miss. Guess they never miss, huh? No, they do miss in some bits. Although I did really like a lot of the action in this movie. I do like how they highlighted a lot of the Easter eggs were callbacks to the original series. Like the oxygen destroyer, they do use that, by the way. There's a scene where Godzilla and Ghidorah are fighting in the water. So the military sends in an oxygen destroyer to try to kill them both. It almost kills Big G right here. It does not kill KG right here. And here's the thing, with Godzilla gone, I do like how they try to make Ghidorah basically a king, you know. Except, I do like how they challenge the concept of what is a king to a god. It's like, it's really nice. Yeah. And also, how could we forget the other boy? Rodan. He's the fourth big boy in this film. I have a very big Rodan, by the way, as you could tell. He's like a piggy bank or something like that, so he's supposed to be pretty big. And this would make for an awesome thumbnail. But yeah, basically, it was pretty good in a lot of places. I really did like how they even brought Burning Godzilla into equation. Now that's like a callback to Godzilla vs. Destroyer, where he absorbs too much radiation and he starts glowing red and he's gonna melt down the earth or something like that. I did like that. I brought that back. He turns red and he kills Ghidorah one last time. Yeah, he kills him. And there is one cool moment where at the end of, after all the fighting, you see Ghidorah come out of the debris. But it's not Ghidorah, it's his last head dangling out of Godzilla's mouth. That was cool and almost got me by surprise. There are also some jump scares here and there, but they're not really that good. Yeah. I also liked how in one scene in some scenes they mix Godzilla's old roar with his newer one. That is really nice. That's a great callback to the original and good for both new and old fans. You know? And I really liked Ghidorah in this movie. I mean, I kind of predicted he'd be the bad guy. I'm pretty sure we all did. But I did not expect Rodan to be a full-on bad guy. Well, he wasn't full-on bad guy, but yeah. You know, I didn't expect Rodan to be a villain. In a way. Rodan just... He was just a... He was just a douchebag. This entire film. He didn't care about anybody. It's like, see, when these three showed up, I thought it was gonna be like three-headed monster. You know, they were all three gonna fight Ghidorah, and then Rodan betrays Mothra and he fights her, and I'm like, but honestly, the cool action makes up for its There is one epic scene where Ghidorah literally starts strangling Godzilla, and he with his head. Then he flies up into the atmosphere and he drops him. Yes, he drops him and he like turns into a living meteorite. It's really cool. I'm not gonna give too much away, but well, actually, I kind of did. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate this film an 8. Yes, an 8. I'd advise at least giving it a shot. If the reviews are bad, don't listen to them. Just give it a shot, at least. You can give me your own thoughts in that little comment thingy down there. And yeah, that's basically my reaction and review of Godzilla King of the Monsters. Oh, and one more thing. Godzilla is gonna kill Kong. It's gotta happen. There's no way Kong can make it. Just, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the credits, look carefully, you'll see what I mean. Thank you for viewing. Get lost.